Hi, this is a recorded lecture for the IB DP Design Technology, and we're looking at topic A3.3. This is mechanical systems. This is an HL topic, and we're looking at design in theory. Big picture, you should be able to analyze mechanical movements in products and their impact in different manufacturing techniques used for producing different products. This video is pretty interesting. If you watch it, you'll see lots of different mechanical devices that may give you some ideas about how you can use different mechanical systems in different ways and in different products. What is a mechanical system? It's a set of physical components that convert an input force and motion into a desired output force and motion. So if we look at this seesaw right here, this is a lever, and this young lady right here, what she pushes, that's the input, and this young lady will go down, that would be the output, and the process would be them pivoting around the fulcrum right here. Same with this pulley system. The input to the pulley system will be pulling on this rope with the force, and the output will be the weight being lifted up. You need to be able to understand that there are 4 types of motion involved with mechanical systems. So we'll go through all of these, but there are linear, rotational, oscillating, and reciprocal motions that we need to know about. So let's talk about linear. This is movement in a straight line. So you can think of like a train, or the gantry on this CNC router, or this gantry right here. These are all linear motions because they're moving in a straight line. Rotary motion is the motion of an object that spins on its own axis. So you have to think of where the axis is. So for instance, this is the axis of this helical gear, and we're doing a rotational motion. Bicycles are a good example of this. This offset cam is a good example of this. So that's rotary motion. Oscillating motion is the motion of an object that repeatedly moves over a point. So you can think of this Newton's cradle. It's essentially something swinging back and forth, or this pendulum on this clock right here. It's swinging back and forth over a point. Reciprocal motion is the repeated motion in a straight line. So this can either be vertical or horizontal. This pump right here is an example of reciprocating motion because this piston will be going up and down and allows the water to come out here. This offset cam will have the follower moving up and down as the cam moves. And your brakes actually work with reciprocating motion also. And you can watch this video to see how that is. Now, you have to understand that mechanical systems convert an input into an output. And you must be able to describe the inputs, the processes, and the outputs in the context of mechanical systems. So mechanical systems are designed to convert an input through a specific process into a desired output, and you must be able to clearly identify and describe these 3 key components. So let's look at the input. So the input is the initial energy or force applied to the system, such as turning a handle, pressing a pedal, or pulling a lever. So for instance, on this offset cam right here, we would turn this crank. That's the input. The input is you turning this crank. The process refers to the mechanism or systems of components like gears, levers, cams, or linkages that manipulates the input energy. So for instance, with this offset cam, as it rotates, it's going to cause this follower to go up and down. And that's, of course, the output. So the output is the resulting action or movement that the system is designed to produce, such as rotating a wheel, lifting a load, or opening a valve. And in this case, again, the follower is going to go up and down. So when the cam is in this position, the follower is closer to the axis of the camshaft. But when it's in this position over here, when this has been rotated and this cam is in this position, then the follower will be further from the axis of this camshaft. Mechanical systems can provide mechanical advantage to a user. Students must be able to outline a mechanical advantage and suggest how simple mechanical systems can improve performance in terms of function and efficiency. I would highly recommend that you watch this video. It lets you understand in really great detail about how mechanical advantage works. Thank you for watching.